First and foremost, let's start off with our Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's all have a moment of silence. Such a great series, good season, but we were one game too short. Now we'll have to wait, and we'll have to make it 30 years before a championship here in LA. One last thing, fuck you, Darvish. On another note, fuck whoever went into Jeff's apartment and stole his shit. That person's a piece of shit, and he doesn't understand the devastation that it causes Jeff and 9 other people who don't get to have a podcast this week. I'm sorry that happened to your brother. Once again, the podcasts are fantastic, and it'll suck not hearing it this week. Omar, you have a fantastic radio voice. Too bad your radio voice isn't as good as your HMC history record. By the way, Omar, you can have your tainted Giants rings. You still have Eli Manning as your quarterback, and for the next 5 years, he'll continue to lead the league in interceptions. On the other hand, you'll continue to take a couple L's from the Cowboys every year. Our future is bright, your future is licking windows. It wouldn't surprise me if you have a collapse on your fantasy team as bad as the Giants' collapse has been. We are now entering week 9 of the season, the third quarter of the season, with pretty much all but a couple of people still fighting for playoff spots, 3 teams at 4-4, and 4 teams with above 500 records. We have a very nice playoff race on our hands. With next week being our first ever annual East-West Division competition, this gives us a final week of preparation for that. By the way, did we decide on the steak dinner? Maybe not Mastro's, but another spot where cheapskates like Trey could afford. Speaking of Trey, his choking has begun early this year. After starting off 5-0, he has lost 2 out of his last 3 games, and now has a tough stretch ahead of him, starting this week when he faces the team that's just 1 game back from first place and taking his spot, Edgar. Edgar, who has started coming around after starting off 0-2, is looking for a huge win that will almost certainly guarantee him a playoff spot. Remember, guys, multiple champions have gone into the playoffs at 6-7. More importantly, no team has snuck into the playoffs with 8 losses, which Skippy is at. He plays me this week, and with the loss, will most certainly eliminate him for the playoffs. But most importantly, will drop him to the 0-9, which will put him on pace with Omar's record at 0-13. Could David get a win, or is he destined for the Omar record books and the toilet bowl? Did I let you guys know how excited I am for this Turkey HMC football game? So aside from our East-West battle in Week 10, we will be having an HMC football game on Thanksgiving. Flag football, because I know my old-ass body and a lot of y'all old-ass bodies can't take the punishment, so flag. This on Thanksgiving at 8 a.m., no excuses. This will be exclusive to HMC members and anyone ever involved with HMC, whether it be helping us at drafts or videos or special guests at drafts, whatever. No strippers. They will be invited. To make this fair, I have a special referee and a special guest that will be choosing the teams. So there's no East and West. It's just going to be one team against the next, and I'll have my special guest referee choose, special guest drafter choose those. I have the flags, I have the scoreboard, I even have a trophy to crown the first ever annual Handsome Turkey Bowl Extravaganza Award. There will be booze at every end zone, and I'll be picking the part and posting that on the next week's video. If you can't make it, now let me know as soon as possible. Now, the trade deadline party is another subject that I wanted to talk about. The trade deadline party is on November 22nd, which is the day before the HMC football game. How about we have that bet from the East and West weekend fulfilled that day? So that Wednesday night at 8 or 9, we fulfill the bet from the Week 10 bet, which is next week, between the East and West. So say we do decide on the bet is a fancy steak dinner when we dress up and meet and have the dinner. We could turn that into the trade deadline party as well. So at the steak dinner, we have the trade deadline party. What do you guys think? We get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and have fun and both at the same time. What do you guys think? So something I'm freelancing on this one, but something big just happened. Deshaun Watson just got his ACL torn. Now this involves mine and George's trade. Pretty much everybody's voted on that trade already, and that trade was accepted on Tuesday night. Now George just asked me for a rescind on that trade. I don't want to do it. Personally, I can't do it. But I want everyone to know that there's nothing I could actually do on this trade unless you guys all vote on this and don't want this trade to happen. This has been accepted on Tuesday and injuries happen. Well, this is not my fault. So you guys decide, should this trade go through, or should we rescind it? Alright guys, whether you are in it to get into the playoffs or not, don't forget there's also a points champ. Points champ takes home 1/5 of the winnings and its own trophy. Points are all close, and we're all within 140 points, 150 points of it. So that's still everyone still has a chance on that. So don't give up on your season. You could still win some money and a trophy. Everyone is invited over to my house this weekend for football, like always. Let me know. I might be making homemade pizza, so just let me know. Join the video, send me videos, come join me for the video. It's really easy. On my hiatus weeks like last week, I'd love to have someone else shoot their own videos and take over for a week. So let me know. Everyone, good luck this weekend. Everyone, stay handsome.